Yo. So we're watching this Genshin Impact Nuzlocke by Voltega. I already saw a little bit of it. I'm going to play you guys the intro so you kind of understand the rules and stuff like that. And then I'm going to fast forward to where I stopped watching because this is super interesting. So I'm going to let him explain everything and then we're going to watch together.
So I created this account back on March 1st during the 2.5 version of Genshin Impact, exactly 200 days ago with the making of this video.
Wild,
the purpose of this account is to play Genshin on hard mode, where I have to avoid a character death. For the entirety of this account, I cannot die, or else I won't be able to use my characters again. This basically changes the team comp, how I plan out who to pull, and how I play the game. Imagine pulling a 5-star character, but if you get a oopsie and die, then you cannot use the character anymore. I basically lose this challenge after every character that I own dies. This Nuzlocke series is inspired by Pokemon, but with the rules altered for a game like Genshin. The first rule of this Nuzlocke is, if my character dies, then I cannot use him anymore. I could, however, pull for a character-specific constellation to revive them. This means a constellation is an extra life, capping out at C6. However, this account is purely free to play, so And
that's the crazy part, it's free to play, bro. How? Oh my god, like RNG, luck, and skill is all into this Nuzlocke, and that's why I was really excited to watch this video.
I have to plan out my pulls carefully. This means I can pull on any banners that I want as long as I have the free-to-play premium gems for them.
Yeah, homie, you need to upgrade your VTuber.
Pull on any banners that I want as long as I have the free-to-play.
It must be the shades.
Play premium gems for them. And also no co-op is allowed as well. In order to clear Nuzlocke, I have to register all the teleport waypoints up to Chasm. When I first started the series, I didn't consider Sumeru to be one of the goals to clear.
Wait. Register all teleport waypoints.
This challenge. I also need to accumulate 200 achievements on this account, as well as clearing floor 8 of the Spiral Abyss.
Now that's the hard one right there.
And yes, dying in the Abyss will also be counted as permadeath for the character.
And that's crazy, bro. Even kept dying in the Abyss, too bad. Like, bro.
Since you have to split your team up after floor 5, this will pose a challenge when I eventually take on the Abyss. So if you were playing back in 2.5, the Yaemiko banner was running at the time. The 4 stars featured on the banner were Fischl, Diona, and Toma. The characters were all pretty good and will be helpful on this account. However, what I'm aiming for is Kokomi, who will be featured in the second half of version 2.5, along with Raiden Shogun. Kokomi is arguably one of the tankiest and best healers in the game, so if I can get her on my team, we will be looking pretty good. So I'll hold the Primos until her banner comes. That is, if I can survive until then. To ensure that, I'll most likely pull on a beginner banner to get Noelle. She is a pretty underrated character.
Okay, so now he's going through the game plan and stuff like that. I'm going to fast forward to here. If you guys want to go see that video, link in the description. I don't need people saying, oh, you're stealing content.
Spiral Abyss. We cleared up to floor 3. We farmed it.
Okay, day 11.
Poor Paimon. So on day 11, Kokomi's banner finally arrived.
And you got him?
We farmed a bit more Primo Gems by doing the Spiral Abyss. We cleared up to floor 3 and got ourselves a Xiangling. Now we can finally enter Dragon's Spine. Before we ventured into Dragon's Spine, I decided to stand by the entrance and pull. Keep in mind that this was my first ever 10 pull on an event banner on this account.
Good luck. You have to get it. Guaranteed, right?
Wait,
guaranteed.
No.
Guaranteed, right?
Are you
guaranteed,
serious?
Right?
Okay, maybe we already got Kokomi in our first 10 roll.
D-Luke.
Okay.
Raiden?
We got our first 5-star somehow?
Who do you get?
Let's see who it is.
Jean? Jean would be a good healer.
Show it. Okay.
What?
Like
Wait, what? Wait.
Got a big fish character.
What? Bro he edited
Let's see what
Kaching on there. I was like,
come on,
what? Like, bro, what?
Okay.
Good work, Kokomi.
Like we
That's
got
exactly
a big
what you wanted.
Fish character very fast.
Ooh, sacrificial sword.
Hopefully this is my first of many 5 stars to come. So since we got Kokomi, she's one of the endgame lineup that we wanted. So hopefully she can stay alive for the rest of it.
To get Ayaka, Zhongli, and Windboy, I forgot his name.
Series.
That's crazy.
We still haven't had any characters that died yet, so
that's good. Don't jinx yourself.
Oh, hopefully I didn't jinx it. The next day we continue to explore Dragon's Spine. I honestly admit,
why he playing so reckless?
I was pretty unprepared coming in here, and I feel like without getting Kokomi, our run would have ended here. Since Kokomi is an overpowered healer, especially as early on as we are, she single-handedly carried us the whole way through.
He hasn't shown any of his artifacts. Did he grind for artifacts as well, or no? Did he just go in and whatever artifacts he picks up, he just uses?
To fight with a 3-player Abyss Mages to thaw out the shard was the hardest, but somehow we beat it with 1 second to spare. During the next week, I mostly just caught up with the Mondstadt domains and got the free Primogems from him. I managed to get myself up to AR 24 and decided to bench Kokomi for the time being. This was a strategic move since we don't really want to risk Kokomi early on in the game, at least until Inazuma. I did a tempo as well, getting 2 Sarah and a Xian from it. Since we got to AR 24, we could also start the Liu Air Conquest as well and got through the first act. With 1 month under my belt, the 2.6 update came out as well. If you guys forgot, it was the Chasm update where the newest region was released. This version also featured a double banner with Ayato and Venti on radar, so we'll most likely pull for Venti as well to make our team even stronger. Sucrose was also on the same banner, so she will be a consolation price if we don't get Venti. We did our first tempo on a banner and got Yunjin. We also explored a bit.
I hear Yunjin is a really good defensive character. I haven't pulled for her. I was not interested in her whatsoever. Is she really useful, really good defense, or is she more like support? I don't know.
Chasm and unlock all the waypoints here. Hello, your friend is getting beat up here.
He's using sacrificial on
to the boss. Here.
Traveler? Okay.
You guys want to see his body before you start fighting back? There you go. We still don't want to fight, huh?
Nice glitch.
Oh, this guy's he's kind of tired, but he's still.
Right, let's fast forward.
Oh, the flying.
But the Jill Bishop
enemies were the ones that almost killed me. Thankfully, Noel's shield came in clutch, and we had our Kokomi, or else we probably would have died this fight. On day 31 to 42, we kind of relaxed a bit and mostly log on just to do dailies. During this patch, there was an OP Spiral Abyss buff that stacks your normal damage, and you could defeat enemies way higher level than you in an Abyss, which we took advantage of. From floor 5 onwards, we needed to split our team up, but since we only needed to clear floor 8, hopefully we can cheese through this. We made it to floor 7, and this floor was a bit difficult with the Fatuis. This weird thing happened, and my Barbara decided to skate on one of the Fatui's heads. This almost killed my Barbara, but luckily the enemies weren't close to me, so we could just leave the domain and restart. But I have no idea how that happened. Floor 8 wasn't as bad because the bosses aren't really difficult and the bosses don't move at all. But yeah, we beat the Abyss at AR 25, which knocked out one of our clear conditions, so I'm glad that
you got lucky as hell. The Abyss was normal damage. Bro literally skipped 3 because of that whole buff.
To take advantage of this blessing to clear it. In the next few days, we focused on Liu Air Conquest and finished Act 2. We also ascended our world level to 2, so the enemies will be more difficult as well now.
Holy crap, only level 2 and you're already pretty much done with Liu Quest. Golly, man. I guess those times when you don't gotta grind because there was no updates in the game.
I'm sure you guys are probably wondering why this account progressed very slow. This was because I don't actively play on it as often since I was a bit busy, but yeah, it took me 2 months to get to AR 27. Anyways, we continued on the Liu Air Conquest, but I ran into a problem. I didn't have any characters when I climbed on this mountain.
Well, I mean, you could just go use the thing for the animal traveler.
And being as lazy as I am, I didn't want to jump down the mountain to switch my character. Now, during this time, Ayaka's banner was out, and one of the 4 stars.
Instead of going to the statue and changing to animal and coming back, you risked your pools for a Sayu? Bro, I don't even know what to say.
And hopefully get her, so I didn't have to go all the way to Mondstadt.
2,000 primos with 2, and you just, instead of just going to the statue, you're like, screw it, I got enough gems.
I had to switch my traveler's element. So yeah, this was basically next level stuff, and I had to pat myself because of this 200 IQ. Anyways,
no, it was not 200 IQ. Yeah, congratulations, you have a Sayu now. But bro, oh my goodness, you could have pulled for something else.
Basically next level stuff, and I had to pat myself because of this 200 IQ wish.
Bro, that's like a negative 50 IQ wish. That was a lazy thing. That was, hell no. You could have just wished one time and probably got Sayu.
After that, we went to beat up a child and finish up the Liu Air Conquest.
Okay.
Sadly, Venti's banner.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I do miss
went
this
to
quest,
beat up a child and finish up.
This battle was so dope, and this was only in what's it called? It's not chapter 1. You know, it's the pre whatever. I don't know. Link in the description. I did on Game of Soul Playground.
Up the New Year conquest. Sadly, Venti's banner ended already, so we didn't get him, but it's alright since we can probably get Ayaka. So fast forward to 70 days on this account, I started to live stream my runs, which also added pressure because people are basically watching you and seeing when you will die. We sped through the Dane's Elf quest and the Inazuma.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You been editing out your deaths, homie?
People are basically watching you and seeing when you will die. We sped through the Dane's Elf quest and the Inazuma quest with Kazuha, and made our way to the third region. The beginning of the Inazuma questline was mostly just talking, so I tapped my keyboard so hard that
this is when Genshin started just getting boring. Just talk.
I broke, and I
had to talk to you. They don't even talk to you. They talk at you.
Another temple,
they talk around you.
Razor and another Sayu instead. With this, we had our first fight with Raiden. This was an endurance fight. You mostly just need to survive as long as possible. Since I didn't want to risk Kokomi dying, I brought Barbara instead. And while this might make the fight harder, if we were to die, we could still use Kokomi. It turned out that we didn't even need Kokomi, and everyone survived to see another day. On days 75 to 83, I mostly spent the time grinding for Primogems. We also continued on the Inazuma Archon quest and made it to the Resistance. Anyways, we got through the F2P factory and trained under Yaemiko in order to defeat a Raiden.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with this training.
Anyways, we got through the F2P factory and trained under Yaemiko.
I did not understand what I was supposed to do, and I just luckily got it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
In order to defeat a Raiden Shogun. I also had to fight a Hydro Cube in order to ascend my Kokomi to a higher level, and fought some Spectres since we need them as well. They were especially challenging because they kept healing up, but luckily we could defeat them if we unleashed all of our bursts at once. With around 3 months in, we could finally tackle the hardest challenge yet, which was basically the Signora and then the Raiden Shogun fight in the Inazuma Archon quest. The Signora fight wasn't that bad. I used Xiangling for the first phase, and Kokomi and Kaya did all the work for the second phase. The Raiden fight was a bit tricky since she locked out our skill and renders us useless. After our elemental skill and burst were locked, we stayed out of her range and eventually got through and defeated her. Every time we made it through a fight, I have Kokomi to thank, because she rarely carried our boss fights here. Without her, I don't think we could beat both Signora and Raiden that easily. What can we do without Kokomi? After that, we did a Seirai.
Man, is he saying that? Is he leading up to something?
Beat both Signora and Raiden that easily. What can we do without Kokomi?
I don't know, let's find out when you get to Sumeru.
After that, we did a Seirai Island quest and unlocked the Electro Oceanid and gathered some Primogems for Ayaka. The questline wasn't really difficult, we just had to solve a few puzzles and fight the Electro Oceanid, and that's basically it. We gathered enough Primogems for a 10 roll. I expected to get Ayaka, but we got Rosaria instead. She's honestly pretty good as well, so we can raise her up.
It depends on what weapon you have for her, really.
If we fail to get Ayaka. So we're
almost
at
hasn't pulled a 5-star weapon yet?
Before we can pull, let's do the Ascension quest for 100 Primogems. In the domain, we were greeted by level 60 enemies, while our team is only level 50. The whole domain was hard. It was basically a test of endurance because we could only dwindle the enemies' HPs down slowly. After a slow and painful experience, we outlasted our enemies and took out the Electro Cube as well. We finally ascended Kokomi to level 60 and finished our commissions for the extra Primogems. Now it's time to pull. We had to do singles as we are very close to South Pity. We got Rosaria again and ran out of Primogems. So we basically had to scavenge for some with the achievements. Last roll.
He got on the last roll? Pity?
Last. Oh, there it is. What is it?
Good job, good job, good job.
We got enough for more pulls, and we got another 5-star.
Now to go level her up.
And with that, we got our second 50-50 win with Ayaka and got another strong addition to our team. From day 96 to 100, we continued exploring Inazuma. I started a Sakura Cleansing Ritual quest, which has a few challenging elements to it. Each barrier that you need to destroy, there are samurai enemies that have the potential to one-shot me. We quickly got through each barrier and reached the pink tumor. The fight was a nightmare for me because in order to defeat the tumor, you have to solve the puzzles as well. This fight had very high stakes as you take passive damage if you don't have any Electrogram with you. The 2 samurai also can kill you anytime, so I had to keep Noel's shield up to even feel safe to fight. Fast forward to day 130. I finally got back to playing this account again after not really touching it for 30 days. Over the course of a month, I started a Tsurumi Island quest in my Twitch stream. If you guys did a questline already,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna skip this part. You can go ahead and watch the video down below, but I honestly hated this quest so much, I just don't even want to watch it. Oh, wait! Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh my god! Wait, he ascended 5 times, so he has 4 more lives. It doesn't even...
I tried to teleport away before I land on the ground, But I guess
Sight
with both
can't
the
do it.
shock and the disbelief that a small, puny, cute-looking thing like a specter can actually kill my fish made me hesitate too much. But yeah, now we lost probably our best character in our team, so we have.
No, you have. You said if you ascended her, you get another life.
Use Barbara to replace Kokomi. I'm not gonna lie, losing Kokomi kind of made me sad because of the journey we went through together on this account. She showed up in the first ever temple on this account, and she's been working and single-handedly carried me through Dragon Spine and multiple boss fights. So I couldn't imagine clearing Enkanomiya and Chasm Underground without her.
Am I misunderstanding the rules?
Hopefully I'll have a chance to revive her on her rerun. We managed to complete the quest.
Oh, he didn't ascend her. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I was thinking when you level up your character, that was an extra life. He means when you roll again and you get that. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Wow, RIP Kokomi.
Quest and got into Enkanomiya.
Well, I guess you're a barber main now.
The world quest in Enkanomiya and discover all the teleport waypoints here. The world quest in Enkanomiya is a bit hard, especially since there are Rift Hounds, so we couldn't fight back. Luckily, we had Noelle to heal alongside Barbara, so we barely scraped through the fight. This particular Ruin Guard was targeting my Ayaka even though I was far away from it.
Alright, I'm gonna fast forward this part too. I really just... Okay, let's get
all we need to do is to complete the world quest to unlock the underground.
Boy, what?
The underground chasm very early on. All we need to do is to complete the world quest to unlock the underground. The underground consists of a lot of dangerous enemies, including more Geo bishops, and we had to clear the world quest in order to unlock all the waypoints. The chasm underground also consists of a lot of different ways we can lose the run. There are a lot of cliffs, so you might just fall and die, like my Kokomi. The enemies are very tanky and all have the potential to end your characters. And with my Ayaka, we need to protect her at all costs, since I wouldn't know what to do without her to carry.
He's not really grinding to level up these
heralds in this quest as well, but luckily for us, we had Ayaka and can cheese them with freeze. One of the most dangerous moments is where you had to fight the guardian soldier people.
Ooh,
and
man, those guys are strong.
You can't really dash to dodge their attacks. Good thing our Noelle provided shields, so we didn't really get knocked back as much, so we defeated the enemy successfully. After this, we cleansed the crystals and had to fight the ruined serpent. For bosses, we couldn't freeze them, so we actually had to play very carefully so we don't die. This boss was particularly annoying because it digs itself underground, so we can't really burst it as much, especially with Ayaka. After slowly chipping it down, we managed to beat it and completed the world quest. We also managed to unlock all the waypoints down in a chasm, so I consider this as a success. During 2.8, I didn't really do the GAA event because it was too long. But looking back, I honestly should have, since I needed more Primo Gems. The banner that was up first was Kazuha, who I actually wanted since the beginning. Even though I didn't have much Primo Gems, I decided to pull anyways because why not? I might get lucky. If I didn't get Kazuha, maybe I could get Hazel anyways. It was also Hazel's birthday, so we had extra luck going into this. We finished the Mona story quest for the extra Primo Gems, and right when we received Hazel's birthday mail, we rolled. Okay, let's see if we can get Hazel in. It's purple.
4-star. Who we got? Or we got a weapon? 1, 2, 3.
My luck on my main, I usually get like Ningguang and Thomas, so my expectation is low.
Thomas.
Yep.
And a Ningguang. Let's go.
Our first pull was Toma and
2 characters, baby.
As expected,
that's
no
fine.
Hazel. Like Hazel just avoided me.
Bro, again.
Like both of these characters. Oh, wait.
5-star.
I guess we.
1.
I'm not sure if this is like pity or not, but I'll take it if it's Kazuha.
2, 3, 4.
I'm still pretty lucky, right? But
5.
I got Hazel though. Like this is the problem. Oh.
Good shit, man. You're not excited?
I got him? I'm actually.
Bro, what is wrong with him? Is he a zombie? Is he a robot? Why aren't you happy?
She's still surprised at the early Kazuha pity. With Kazuha coming home, we won 3 out of 3 50-50s, and 2 showed up in less than 20 pulls. I'm still sad about Kokomi though. After we
That's why you're depressed? Oh, poor baby.
got Kazuha, we went straight to Magu Kenki and beat him up for some Kazuha essential materials. But yeah, hopefully Kokomi comes back to us during her rerun.
Man, it really is upset about that Kokomi.
Since Kokomi is rerunning in 2.0, I saved up a bit to pull for Kokomi. I went to Sumeru a bit and unlocked a lot of waypoints. There were a lot of events in 3.0 as well, so we farmed a bit.
Oh my god, so many, bro. So much crap in this latest update. It makes me just not want to play. And then they expanded it to the desert. It's like, oh my God, this is too much shit in this game. It's just too much at once, man. Just space it out, please.
But we were still only at 48 pity. I personally think it is fated for Kokomi to return to us after we beat the Nuzlocke. So hopefully we can get our constellation to get Kokomi back to us. We have to get through some challenges in order for us to reunite, but we have to win the 50-50 again. But since we won the 50-50 3 out of 3 times, surely we can win a 4th time, right?
Yeah!
We also need to farm enough to pull 30 times to hit soft pity.
Possible.
And we have a little bit less than 2 weeks before she is gone again. Finally, it's Judgment Day. We will see whether or not we can revive Kokomi from her long slumber and return her to our team. So we continue to finish the Sumeru events and got the rest of the Primo Gems, enough for 20 pulls, which will take us to about 68 pity. For our first temple, we got our first Sucrose on this account.
Okay.
The second temple, we only got a weapon, so we need to farm a bit more.
Okay, that's good for your Rosaria. You know, you forgot about Rosaria. I didn't.
I checked my luck with a fortune slip and got good luck, so I'm feeling pretty good about Kokomi. I had to accumulate even more Primo Gems to get enough for another temple, which will take us to about 78 pity. So I did a temple, but we didn't get any 5 stars, but instead we got Shincho. Hey, that means we will get a 5-star Hydro character, right?
Good.
On our 79th pull, we got another Sucrose. I had to farm the Adventure Handbook in order to get 150 Primo Gems, and then we finally had enough for another single.
Let's go.
This time we got a 5-star. Gold? Okay,
really?
Kokomi
Bro,
now.
this gotta be Kokomi,
Right?
bro. The luck. Yikes.
But we got...
I feel it, bro. Don't nobody want that ass character.
Kaching.
Kaching is terrible.
So we lost our 50-50 basically, and our dream of reviving Kokomi failed. Maybe we'll get her in the future after another rerun, but it kinda pains me that our first 50-50 loss was on Kokomi's banner.
Damn.
Let's get Fs in the comments for Kokomi, for her hard work and how hard she carried us in this series. It's a bit unfortunate that we didn't get her, but this series taught me that I shouldn't stand close to cliffs, and I should have upgraded my statue more to get more stamina. Looking back at this series, I think I probably missed a few things, but I'm glad I stuck it out and completed it. Going forward, I will most likely be continuing my Road to 100k series, where I aim to get 100,000 free-to-play Primo Gems on that account. I'm also doing a race against time with you guys, betting on whether or not I will reach 100k subscribers.
Vault, yeah. Alright, bro, I'll hit you with the... Oh, well, you already hit the shit. I was about to say, I'll hit you with the sub, bro. I guess I'm late to the video. Alright, whatever, I hit the sub anyway. Bro, I hope he continues, man. I mean, yeah, you lost, but since this isn't like Pokemon where there's an actual end, I would love if you would continue, like for the next update, just continue on this account with the characters you have instead of just making a whole new account and doing it over again. Because 1, that's torture, and 2, I don't know, I wouldn't do it. Like, this is just too much work. But that was a great video, man. Great video. I hit the like button. That was an awesome Nuzlocke. I honestly, bro, just please, whenever we get the next update, just continue with this Nuzlocke, bro. Just with the same characters. Like, I just want to see you do it because that was awesome. Anyways, it's your boy Miss. Comment, rate, subscribe. Link down below if you want to see all the parts that I skipped. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.